Awesome, awesome. Hey guys, what's going on? Happy to have you on today. Let's just give it to 140 just so everybody can jump in, so I can help as many people as possible today, okay? So we'll give it a few minutes. Hey, what's up, Jeff? How you doing? You can just unmute if you want to talk, all right, Jeff? So we're just gonna give it another 5-10 minutes to let the Zoom call fill up, so I can help as many of you guys as possible, and then we'll get started right away, okay? Jeff, how you doing?
Good.
How did you find?
I still don't have a website. My website's still not up. I don't know why.
Just give it some time. There's been a lot of people jumping into the lead gen program. So they're just working on your website. They have to build it individually one by one.
What about the crypto site? How does that?
The crypto site should be automated. You should have gotten like a welcome email or something to put all your information in.
Okay, I'll look for that.
All right. Anything in particular you'd like to work on today? You'd like to talk about? Anything you need support on while we're here? Anything you'd like me to show you?
Oh, I get it. 16-year-old phone you've had for 12 years and loved every minute of it and traded in for something new.
Hey, Jeff, you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Is there anything in particular you'd like me to cover for you today? Anything in particular you need help with, support on?
No, I just want to get the site going so we can start putting leads in it and generating leads and get going with lead gen.
Okay, awesome, awesome. If it's been more than a week, what I would do is go to the Facebook group and then tag Phil so you can get an eye out and you can see what's going on, okay?
Okay.
Again, guys, the best way to get support for technical stuff, like website not being built or something not working right, you just go in the Facebook group directly, whether it's the PFS Inner Circle or it's the I Invested in Me group, and you just send a message and tag Phil. Make like a public post and tag Phil, and we'll try to get to it as fast as we can. The purpose of this call specifically is so I can help you guys with your website, your ads, help you build audiences, help you build ads, help you optimize your email traffic, whatever that means, or if it doesn't make any sense to you, just ask a lot of questions. I've been doing this for 2 years. I've showed you guys my ad accounts. You guys know my history, 6 figures in a month, running business loan ads for 2 years, doing Medicare, insurance, final expense, a bunch of different categories in lead gen. My main objective here is to help you guys with your business. So this call is built to be a support call where oftentimes you just jump in. If it's a problem I can fix right away, we get on a Zoom call. Right now, you just share your screen. We fix your problems right away. If you have any questions for me, anything you learned from the mastermind, the live events, any questions that are bothering you, that's itching you, that you want to learn about, I'm here to answer as many questions for you guys as possible. Okay, if you guys want to see stuff, see what I'm working on, let me know and I'll share, leave a comment so I can show you guys what I'm working on. But this call is specifically for you guys, helping you get your business where you want it to be. So just start asking questions, guys. Is there anything that's challenging? I'm just going to go from the top of the list. We got Jeff. You're just waiting for your website. Do you have anything else that you're looking to get help with?
No, not right now.
Not right now. Okay, cool. Diana Daniels. I haven't seen your name in the call. What's going on, Diana? Let me unmute you. You can just unmute your mic and then you can talk.
Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're located. Hi, I'm new.
Good morning, Diana. I'm in sunny Miami, Florida.
Yay, I'm in hot Texas.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. What did you need help with today?
Today I just needed to get in. If I could get into the Facebook, that would help a lot. That way I could start asking some other questions in there. I still don't think I have my website up.
Okay,
if I
just hang
do-
tight. It's gonna get taken care of.
Okay. All right, and that's basically it for now, other than I did have a couple other questions. When we're doing the site,
Shoot.
we have multiple sites, or will we have one site that branches off the primary site?
So it depends what program you're in. When I started with Phil, I was in the business loan program. So I got a business loan website built out for me. And then, it depends what you're trying to run, right? We're starting you off with a vertical that we've already built. We already have the contacts in the back end to help you succeed with that. So all you would have to do is generate the lead, push them through your funnel, and then those leads will get worked on the back end by the team in Houston or the team in New York or the team in the mortgage team. So basically, if you got anything from Phil, it's going to be pretty much built out. My objective here is to start you guys off with that, either mortgage or business loans or inside the lead gen program. My objective is to get you started generating traffic, right? So if you have a business loan website, I want to help you run your business loan ads on Facebook, on Google. If you're running a mortgage website, I want to help you run traffic on Facebook, right? With the ultimate objective, think of it as a macro perspective, right? The skills that you learn running mortgages or running business loans, right? Take those skills and look at it from a very macro perspective, because those are the same skills that I applied to make 6 figures a month. That's the same skill that I applied now to run my traffic for whatever verticals or lead buyers that I'm doing. And back to your third question, it was, usually depending on who the buyer is, I will either just do a full build out for them, which includes, building out a custom website to match their website, right? So if it's a credit repair company, like we're working on a deal right now with Lexington Law. We met them at LeadsCon. So they wanted to start buying traffic from me. So what I did was I built out a credit repair website, and I've aligned all of my text message marketing and all of my email marketing to their brand to help them optimize conversions. So once I do start generating traffic for them, we're in the final steps. Everything is aligned with their company. Their conversion rate will be higher. And, just to kind of optimize the campaigns for them.
Okay. Now, in saying that, do I sit down with someone so we can sit down and determine which one we're going to do? Because I haven't talked to anybody. This is like the first meeting that I've had.
Oh, amazing. Welcome. Welcome on. I'm happy to have you on. So just wait for your website. What program did you jump into?
I didn't know. That's why he said we were going to set up a one-on-one talk with Phil or someone, we can determine that. But I never got any of that yet.
Okay, gotcha.
Because I think y'all had the event in Houston when I signed up. Like I signed up that evening and you guys were in Houston the next day.
Oh, amazing. So yeah, just hang tight. You're gonna get your website built. You probably sent a request for the group already.
Correct.
The admin's gonna approve that. You're gonna jump in. You can start asking your support questions in there. And I always tag Phil whenever I do a post that I need help with. So just hang tight, and then you'll get everything built out for you. Okay, we got a couple questions.
Who do I contact about the Facebook request?
The Facebook request, it just builds up in there, and then the admin goes in every day, every other day, and he approves everyone. He has to go back.
It's been in there since I think I signed up last Tuesday.
Okay,
so I may have gotten this.
Okay, so for that, what I would do is if something is taking longer than you would expect, I'm going to drop it in the chat for you guys. Just email Phil for some support at Make Cash Tomorrow. I forgot how to spell tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
1 R, okay.
Yeah.
1 R, 2 R's. 2 R's. 1 M. Tomorrow at gmail.com. So you can just email Phil for support, this would be like if you're not in the Facebook group, don't blast his email too much. But if you haven't joined the Facebook group just yet, just shoot him a message like, hey, what's going on? I'm waiting for access to the Facebook group. Okay.
Thank you.
Experian Boost. So Spencer just asked a question. He needs the link for the offer Experian Boost. You can get that on cj.com, I believe. Phil got me that link. So what I'll do is I'll follow up with him to see where he got it from. And then let me text him now. Okay, perfect. So just hang tight. He'll respond to me soon. Mason Harris, when can I expect the 500 leads and access to the recordings from last event? So Phil's been traveling back and forth. As soon as he gets home, he's going to handle that for all you guys. So just hang tight, Mason, and you'll get that backup. Okay. Rick Rivera, what is the link for the $1,500 website link? Rick, what are you talking about? You can raise your hand and I can unmute you so you can talk. Hey, what's up, Rick?
Hey, what's up, Conrad?
Hey,
How are you?
how's it going? Happy to have you on the call today.
Yeah. Anyway, just wanted to ask regarding all the link for the website so that we can have the loan, all the database, to do the autopilot,
What do you mean? Is that for crypto?
crypto, and all the program that Phil has.
He has a couple. He has like business loans, he has mortgages, he has lead gen, and we have crypto as well. So it depends which one you're interested in. They each have a different link.
Oh, I thought he's going to have a website that is going to automatically send all the lead to to market whatever product that we have.
That's a little too vague because we have one program that that's for crypto. There's 4 different programs. So I need to know specifically which one you're talking about.
I signed up for the loan broker already.
The loan broker fast track.
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. So what are you waiting for?
I also wanted to do some of the crypto to market it.
Okay, did you join the crypto program already?
No, not yet. Where is that?
You have to go to this page. I invested. Just text me. You have my number, right, Rick?
Yeah.
Just shoot me a text after the call, and
Okay.
then I'll be able to figure all that stuff out for you. But we have to talk specifically about that because I don't know which program you're in or which program you want help with. This is
Okay.
basically this is like strictly a support call where I help you with your business. It isn't really for like, where's my leads or where's my Facebook access. It's more about like, I'm building this ad right now. How can I optimize it? Or, I just got my website. How do I build my first ad? How do I integrate Facebook? That's really what this call is about. It's more like support to help you get the work done that you need to get done.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, my main objective is like, when I first started, there wasn't much support. There was only like training videos. I could reach out to Phil by email or Facebook. So I'm really here to help you guys make the right mistakes, right? Imagine if it took Phil 20 years to get to where he is, took me 2.5 years to get to where I am. With the right support and the right questions, with you guys doing the work, you guys should be able to do this relatively faster, or at least get a general understanding of what it takes so you can do the right things to make money, okay?
Cool.
Awesome, Rick. So we have one more question from Karina Khan. Hey, Karina, you can just unmute and I can answer whatever questions you have.
Okay, this is her husband. Okay, she's sitting out for a moment.
No problem. Hey, Mr. Khan.
Yes, yes, we just joined the lead gen, all right? Now, I know that, thank you. And I just received the website for the mortgage, well, for the self-employed mortgage, so that is fine. So we just need to advertise that. Now, for the business loan, that is the ROK financial link that I just have to, you know, advertise that link, right?
So you would send the traffic to your website and everything else gets handled automatically. So
Okay,
every lead that qualifies that you generate will go straight to the business loan team. They're gonna work, qualify, and close those deals for you. They're gonna call you when you have your first commission ready.
All right, so that means I only use the mortgage site with Kevin Harrington, that I only use that site, and even the business loan, I run it through there, right?
No, for the business loans, you're gonna have a business loan website. For the mortgages, you're gonna have a mortgage website.
I don't have the business loan. When am I gonna get that? I know that's not what you're here for. You're here for support, but
No, that's fine, that's fine. Are you in the Facebook group?
yes, I am.
So what I would do is tag Phil and tag Brenda, tell them, hey, you just jumped into the lead gen program and you need access to your business loan website because you'd like to start running traffic.
Good. Now, so the lead gen is actually both the business loan, and the mortgage, right?
Yes. It's more than just that, right? Like me, I do lead gen, right?
All right.
But I started with business loans, right?
Okay,
I
so-
started in mortgages, but the skills that I've learned making those businesses successful is what allowed me to branch off and generate leads for other companies, for storm damage in Louisiana, for credit repair, for debt consolidation, personal loans, for Medicare, for ACA Obamacare, for private health insurance, right? Those are the skills that I learned from my mortgage and business loan website, making traffic for them. I learned those marketing skills and I applied them to other clients, other customers, and other verticals.
So in the end, you end up becoming a lead generator.
Exactly.
So were you able to be successful in the mortgage and the business loan?
Yeah, of course. Business loans that's when I first met Phil 2 years ago. I jumped into his business loan fast track, right? And I just learned it really quickly. I watched all of Phil's videos. I applied every single video that I watched. And I just got straight to work learning as much as I could about Facebook advertising, Google advertising, right? At first, I didn't understand really what I was doing. I was just following Phil, right? After a few months of doing it and getting results, I learned more and more about lead generation, about what it takes to generate a qualified lead, what it takes to bring a lead to your website, what to do after they come to your website, what to do after they give you their information. That's what the whole lead gen side is about, right? Capturing the data, remarketing them, selling your leads to the right place. Once I learned those skills, I was able to apply them to multiple other verticals.
So in the end, you were able to make your 6 figures with a combination of doing the business loan mortgages, but in the end, a big part of it is actually the lead generation.
No. So October through November, I was doing Medicare. That's when I made 100 and something thousand in 6 weeks. So in order for me to do that, right, that was lead generation. But for me to get the skills to be able to do that, I learned that through business loans and through mortgages, right? Because essentially it's the same habits, it's the same skills that you're doing. You're just applying it to
to other products and other companies, becoming their lead generation.
Exactly. You nailed it.
Very well. From your experience, let's say I was doing the mortgage and I was going to do Facebook ads and set up a Facebook campaign. What do you believe for the beginning is a good ad spend?
So don't forget for mortgages, if you've ever bought a house or have family that has bought a house, you know what the process takes, right? You have pre-approval, you have showings, you have contracts, you have inspections. So the average turnaround is 6 to 8 weeks. Right? So when you get a lead today,
Gonna close in
it
6 to 8
takes-
weeks.
it
Yeah.
may take 6 to 8 weeks for closing. So allocate your budget accordingly, because you know you're gonna have 6 to 8 weeks of spend before you have a conversion. Sometimes it may take longer. What I like to do, and I can show you guys that right now, is I like to do follow-up marketing. So let me pull that up. This is like what I showed you guys at the mastermind. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen, Mr. Khan?
Yeah, yes, we can. Yes, I can. Yes,
So,
sir.
yeah, like what I do and what I do to just subsidize my marketing, especially for a funnel like mortgages, right? What I like to do is build out automations. Let me just wait for this to load, right? So what this does is it always shows my leads different campaigns, right? So this one is for like projection.
What
Right.
software are you using there?
This is Active Campaign.
Active Campaign.
You can do this with anything. I just like Active Campaign because it's visual and I'm a visual person. I also use Aweber. You know, you can use anything that has an automated MailChimp, same thing, right?
Okay,
The software is not the gold nugget. The gold nugget is the automations.
okay.
Right? So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This alone has 3 different parallel offers, right? So this is for people, for anyone, any lead with bad credit. They go in here and they get sold to another company. So they go to the company's landing page. When they fill out the form, we get paid. This one is for good credit, business loans and personal loans. So when they come here, they get relevant offers about building business credit, personal loans, working with Finance Factory, right? Anybody who qualifies for SBA goes into this email sequence and they get emails about SBA. This is like for the initial sign up, whether they choose new purchase, refinance, or reverse mortgage, they would get an offer specifically built around those verticals, right? So this helps subsidize your advertising while you wait for your first deal to close.
Okay.
Okay? Investment property, whatever it might be.
Now, investment property, is that hard money?
No, so investment property, right now, what we're doing is we're sending them to Novatech.
Okay.
Right? So when they fill out the mortgage form and they say, what are you looking for? Right? It asks you like, I investment property, what house are you trying to buy? Investment property, the house I'm living in, another property, whatever it is, right? So once they click investment property, it gets tagged and it sends them an email about an investment,
Okay.
right? And it can be any investment, anything relevant to the offer that you're sending. It could be about real estate investment, crypto investment, regular 401k investments, Merrill Lynch, JP Morgan affiliate links, stuff like that.
Okay, now we don't do hard money for real estate at all.
It depends on the client. It depends on the client.
Another question, the Kevin Harrington business credit for 3,000. Where do I send that to if I sell that separately?
For that, that's a question for Phil. Okay, that is a question for Phil. Like I said, I put his email in the
Okay,
chat.
yes.
Yeah, it's makecashtomorrow@gmail.com. Or if you're in the Facebook group, right? Because I'm sure this is a question that many people are asking. Take that question, write it in the Facebook group, and then tag Phil so that he can answer it and help you and help everyone else who's asking that same question, okay?
Now, so I should do a combination of both. I since business loans tend to close faster, I should do both at the same time.
Absolutely, absolutely.
What do you think is a good ad spend? 10,000 a month?
That would be solid. That's about $300 a day. I would start with a smaller budget to start, just to make sure you're getting the cost that you want and then you can scale it accordingly, right? Just to make sure that your infrastructure is in place. You want to have your follow-up email sequences in place. You want to have your text message verification in place. You want to have your Facebook integration set up if you're running Facebook ads. You want to have your Google integration set up if you're running Google ads, right? That's just the bare minimum before you start running traffic. You have to track the traffic you're paying for.
Okay, well, Brian Keith is going to be with me tomorrow to set up my first Facebook ad then, right?
That's amazing. Yeah. So he's going to go over everything with you. He's going to help you do that.
All right, so maybe I should set up two, one for business loans and one for mortgages.
Yeah. Well, you need your mortgage website first. You need your business loan website first.
Yeah, okay, good. Well, I'm gonna jump on it. Well, they took forever. I know there's something not perfect, but they took a long time to get it, and that's not right. I mean, you guys are good, they need, I understand. Well, I really don't understand, to be honest.
No, don't worry. When I first started, I was confused. I had no money to invest. I gave all my money to Phil. So I didn't know what I was gonna do. I had a budget of $5 per day. And I still made it work with $5 a day.
Right. And you guys are gonna, and so Brian is gonna tweak my ads. He's gonna tweak the ad because you guys have done this before to where all what you guys have paid to learn, I don't have to. That's to say.
So you're gonna have some things. You will be responsible for some things like managing your ads, right? We're not gonna, I can help you on a call like this every Tuesday, right? You can jump in, show me your ads. I can show you how to optimize. I can tell you if you're on the right track. But, generally, we can only help you up to a certain point.
No, that's fine. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna run with it.
Like managing your ads, you can pay someone to do that, and they can handle that for you. But Brian will help you build your ads just to get a good start because he knows what works already. So he's going to help you replicate that process so you can have a good foundation. But as far as like managing and running your traffic, that's going to be something that you're going to have to learn. We're here to help you, obviously. That's the purpose of this support call. That's why Brian is here. That's why I'm here to help you guys accomplish those tasks. But there's 3,500 members in the group. So if we have to help everyone manage their ads,
No, that's fine.
be out of hand,
So, all right, so I need the business loan website. Where are you located, Conrad?
I'm in Miami, Florida.
I'm in West Palm Beach.
Oh, nice. Very cool.
Is there any time we can meet up? I'm not trying to strain you, but I do a lot of things myself when it comes to business loans and all of that. I just like the idea that we can automate this.
No, we can absolutely automate it. So what we'll do is take my number down.
Yeah, what's your number?
305.
Okay.
And if anyone needs help, building ads or building emails, if you need any help with your website or your business, take my number down and you can just shoot me a text and we'll arrange like a one-on-one training or something to help get that handled. Okay.
What do you mean build websites? That means we can build our own websites?
Yeah, of course.
And how do we get, I noticed we work with ConvergeHub, right? Now, do we use their lead form and then apply it to our website so the leads are automatically getting tracked in ConvergeHub?
So for me, I don't use ConvergeHub. I usually do again, you guys are.
Yes, I understand.
Journey. You get me? So I track my conversions directly with the company just to have maximum oversight. And you're going to get to that point. But for now, I want you guys, if you just started, just focus on learning the core fundamentals, right? Connecting Facebook to your website, connecting Google to your website, getting your Google Analytics to track your traffic, learning how to build your first ad, right? How to select audiences, allocating your budget accordingly, right? Building emails, follow-up communications. That's where you should be focusing on right now as a beginning. And then as your skills develop, it's gonna make more sense, the more advanced stuff, if that makes sense.
All right, what's your number? 305.
My number is 305-609-4929.
Okay, I see you giving us the number that you don't want us to really call at. All right.
No, that's my cell phone number. Phil always tells me, don't, this Zoom call has like a shit ton of people on there. So Phil always tells me, don't put your phone number in your email because they're gonna blast you all day. But text me if you need help with your business.
Yeah,
If
I'll
need
text you,
help
but I would like us to meet up for, if you don't mind, maybe we can have dinner and talk a little bit.
Yeah, that sounds fun. I'm about an hour away. I'm busy this week. Maybe next week we can find some
Yeah,
time.
yeah, next week.
My number,
Because
just shoot me a text.
Conrad, I want to be one of those guys you can talk about saying that, they went and they blasted it. You understand?
That's my whole goal. That's why I'm here. I literally started from absolute zero. Like, I don't know if you've heard my story. I was like, I graduated from Cornell University, like amazing Ivy League school for business. I did international relations minor. I did part of my master's while I was there. I $300,000 to go to Cornell University. And the first job I had when I graduated, I was making $37,500 a year. Right? That wasn't even enough to pay for my student loans. So I went to Haiti, helped with my grandpa. When I found Phil, I was literally like back against the wall. I didn't know what to do. I had $8,000 left to my name, and Phil's program cost me $5,000. Right? So I was paying $3,000 a month in bills. So what's on my mind is like, I'm going literally 23 years old, 24 years old. I'm going bankrupt in 3 months. I got a call from Phil, and I was like, well, if this doesn't work, I'm going bankrupt in 1 month, right? It didn't really matter to me because what was going to happen was going to happen anyways. So I took a leap of faith. I jumped in, and now 2 years down the line, I have enough knowledge, enough experience to help you guys succeed in this business as well, okay? But I'm not here to tell you it's easy. I've been doing this for 2 years. Phil's been doing this for 20 years. So you want to have some kind of commitment and work ethic to make this actually happen. If
I
that's
have an
fair.
idea. I have an idea how I want to do it, and that is why I want to talk to somebody who went the hard way.
Believe me, I went the very-
Because I know nothing is easy. I know nothing is easy. I know as easy as it sounds, it's
Well,
not easy.
Well, look, the way I look at it, easy is relative. Easy is relative, right? When I had my first internship in college, I was an intern, 19 years old, working 120 hours a week, right? It was investment banking. I interned at investment banks, hedge funds. I did consulting work for the UN. I worked at the consulate, right? So I've always been used to working, right? When I say easy, easy is relative because it might be hard to learn. This is what I tell everyone. The most challenging part about lead gen is the learning curve. Once you learn what it takes to generate a lead, you understand the core fundamentals, the core basics, you can replicate that process for any business and run traffic for them. You can go down to there's a new restaurant, it's a sandwich shop down the street. They have no online infrastructure, right? I have enough confidence and experience to walk into their store. I order a sandwich, I talk to the owner and I tell them, hey, let me build your website for you. Let me get your online presence out there. Let me help you build your Instagram marketing. Let me help you build your Facebook marketing, your Google marketing, so we can grow your business faster, right? That's what I mean by lead gen. In reality, specifically for lead gen, I probably spend 1 to 2 hours a day managing everything. The rest of my time, I spend it educating myself. I'm always watching a new YouTube video. I'm always learning how to get better traffic. I have meetings with my Facebook and Google advisors once a week just to see how I can optimize my traffic. I'm constantly learning and improving my skills so that I can serve you guys and serve my clients on a more effective basis. Okay, so that's my commitment. Obviously, when I started, I wasn't doing just 2 hours a day. I was living at my mom's house. All I had was time. So I spent as much time as I could learning as much as I could. Okay. And I mean, it took me maybe to start making real money doing this took me like 3 months. To
What
start
is real
making
money?
like
What,
4 to
what was
5
real money?
Well, living at my mom's house, 4 to 5,000 a month.
Okay, good, good.
You know, that was solid, and it still is real money. $4,000 a
Yes,
month,
yes.
is $50,000 a year. You know, so imagine doing that for 5, 10, 15 different verticals that are now running essentially on autopilot.
Yeah, but you weren't doing lead gen at that time. You were probably just a lead genning for the business and the mortgage, right?
Then at that point, I was just generating leads for mortgage, for a business loan. Sorry, I was generating traffic just for business loans. It took me about a year for it to click, right? I'm looking at my ads, and I'm thinking, wait, I can do this for any business, right? To the point where today I've actually done training calls on this. I have it on my YouTube channel. I literally have a video. It's called Build a Business in Less than 2 hours. I've timed myself doing this. For me to buy a domain name and run paid traffic to the offer, it takes me 1 hour and 47 minutes.
Where do you build your website through? GoDaddy?
I use WordPress. So I buy my domain names on Namecheap. I host it on my own server using Cloudways. And then I build my website using WordPress.
Cloudways?
WordPress.
Okay, WordPress. All right, we're gonna talk more about that. Oh, so that's what I'm gonna have to get into.
Not now. Don't
Not
get too
no,
excited.
not now, but in the future, yes.
Right.
No.
And I help Spencer with some stuff, and he always tells me this. He's like, Conrad, you need, and he's probably on the call today. I think he is. He asked the question. He always tells me this. He goes, Conrad, when you're on your training calls, the best advice I can give you is try to phrase everything from a white belt perspective, because you're currently a black belt. And sometimes I go off on a tangent and I'm talking about stuff that you might not even understand. So if that happens, just please send a message, pause me, and tell me, hey, Conrad, you're talking Chinese to all of us. We have no idea what you're saying. So just let me know, okay?
Okay, so Phil is really a master at lead generation.
Phil is a master at lead generation.
So, and you suggest, besides learning, the best thing is to come to your guys when you have these little meetups and be
Oh
part
yeah,
of that.
of course. This is probably one of the most valuable parts of whatever program you're jumping in, right? Getting the access to me, getting access to Phil, that's 2 calls a week, right? The biggest issue I have is we can answer a lot of questions, but specifically for my call, I want you to come in like you've been doing work for a week, and then next Tuesday you're stuck on something. How can I help you get past that? Hey, Conrad, I built my first ad and it got rejected. Why? What can I do to get it approved? Hey, Conrad, I'm in my website. How do I connect my emails? That's what I'm here to help you for, right? Hey, Conrad, can you show me some templates of your automatic email sequences? That's what I'm here to help you guys for, okay? For any kind of support, I really recommend going to the Facebook group.
All right, and the ads, the image ads that you create them yourself and then get them approved, or you have some that you have done?
So I usually go on canva.com.
Yes, I do too, yeah.
I just design my own ad.
Okay,
Sometimes if it's for a very like self-employed mortgage, that's not a very popular topic on Facebook. That's not a very popular ad that many people are running, right? If it's a very saturated market, what I'll do is I'll go to the Facebook ad library and I will, try to get content from pre-approved ads. Facebook ad library shows you all the ads that all the advertisers are making for any particular search topic that you search for, right? So you go in, you type in Obamacare, and it'll show you all the ads about Obamacare. So now I know how to make my ad so it gets approved. Kind of using it as a stepping stone, if that makes sense.
Yes, yes, yes. So you know what works or what is accepted.
Exactly, exactly.
Would you say that you spend more of your time now advertising for loans or business loans or mortgages, or are you spending more time lead genning for other companies?
Right now, I spend more time lead genning for other companies. Right now, I spend more time lead genning for other companies. Because with mortgage and business loans, the whole funnel is already built out for you. So it's literally plug and play. It's a done for you service, right? So you get your website, you get everything built in on the back end already. You know, any additionals that you might want to do would be like conversion tracking. You might want to build your own email sequences just to follow up with your leads. But the most important thing there is just to get Facebook and Google integrated so you can start running traffic. That's the whole design behind it, right? You can learn how to build a website after. You can learn how to do all of the little details after. The most important thing that I want to teach you guys is how to generate traffic.
So since I joined the lead gen program, so I will get two websites, the mortgage and the business loan, right?
Follow up with Phil. Follow up with Phil. Message him in the group
Okay.
to confirm everything, okay?
All right, very well.
Because don't forget, I joined 2 years ago, and the lead gen
Okay.
program just started less than a month ago. So I don't know all the in and out details about what it's going to include. I do believe, don't quote me on this, I do believe Phil said the lead gen side is an umbrella that includes almost everything. So I believe it should include business loans and lead gen, but don't take my word on that.
Okay, good. I'll ask him. Good, I will ask him.
Yeah,
Very well.
message Phil and hear it from him, okay?
All right, good. So I really want to learn the best way to do ads. That's why I want to meet you, because I think I want to be able to really blast this out. I have a little bit, so I want to put it out in the right way to see how I can get this working.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, I can absolutely help you out with that. You have my phone number, right?
Yes. You see the difference is some of these programs that you guys sent to Finance Factory, I actually do it myself. So if I can do lead
You can absolutely
generation,
do it yourself. You can absolutely do it yourself. Nothing wrong with that either.
you understand? So instead of making, you understand, I don't want to say it, but you understand I make the full percentage.
No, yeah, of course. I'll give you an example. Before I jumped into the mortgage program, before I jumped into the business loan program, I was doing MCA myself, right? I actually bought leads from Phil, and I bought like old age UCC listings. I would scrub the web. I would literally make 1,000 phone calls in a week, send 2,000 emails a week. I was doing everything manually, right? And I'm getting applications, I'm getting bank statements, I'm talking to people on the phone, and I would submit those deals myself to make the full commission.
Yeah.
When the loan broker program became valuable to me was when I physically could not take it anymore, right? I'm burning myself out. I'm making 150 phone calls a day. I'm sending 300, 400, 500 emails a day. I'm up all day, all night, on my phone, on the phone talking, on my emails, emailing, right? So when I saw Phil's offer, the only thing that appealed to me was our team will call, qualify, and close your deals for you. So now for me, what made it worth it was now I get 100 hours a week back for me to learn other things, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does. It does, because, putting a team together can be costly too. So if a team is already there and you can take a cut, it's still cheaper, because that cut normally would have to pay employees to do what they're doing.
Exactly. And I mean, it's really up to you. Like, specifically what I would say is, if you have really, really good leads, right? If it's your own personal contact, if it's a referral from one of your past clients, right? If it's like a bank referral, I would handle those leads personally, just to make sure that my person-to-person relationship stays there, right? If it's a person you know, I would handle that lead individually. If it's something you're sending through traffic, Google, Facebook ads, I would have the team handle that. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes, it does. It does. That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, you can also get applications and bank statements and you submit it to Rock and they get you the offer and you call and close the deal.
Oh, no, I don't want to do that part. You know, that's the hard part.
That's the hard part. Those guys are trained to make closes. So
Yes, yes,
that's
yes.
what I like the most about that. All right, let me answer some more questions. If you have any more questions, Mr. Khan, just shoot me a text, okay, with your full name so I can save it in my phone. All right. We had a question from Mason Harris. What's going on, Mason? I just unmuted you. What kind of question you got? Hey, Mason, you're muted. Hey, Mason, you there? I don't think his website is working, but he asked a question, how does lead gen work? Where can I find more leads fast? So you can just buy age data and you can work those. That works. You can buy live data if you don't know how to generate your ads, or you can, fastest way to get leads is just pay for it, right? You go on Google and you pay for your leads. You go on Facebook and you pay for your leads. I can help you with that. I can help you build your Facebook ads. I can help you build your Google ads. I can help you optimize your website. I can pretty much help you with whatever you need to get your business, your online business up and running, okay? We have the next person here. Next question, Justin Scrifles. Sorry if I butchered your last name. I'm just gonna unmute you so that we can chat. I have a few questions whenever you are free. So Justin, you just need to unmute your mic and I can answer your questions, okay?
Hey Conrad, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, Justin? Happy to have you on today. It's your first time on this call, right?
Yes, sir.
Welcome. Happy to have you on.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I just invested in the Fast Track about a week and a half ago.
Nice.
So I kind of went through everything. I got my website made, went through all the training. So I just kind of wrote down everything that I had. Sorry if I overwhelm you with the questions.
No, shoot, please. That's what I'm here for.
All right. So I remember, I don't remember exactly where I saw it, but in one of the training videos, sorry, I wrote everything down. And I noticed that on I think it was Phil's website, he had like a little section at the top of the website with Kevin Harrington, like where someone could put in their info, like name and email. I was just curious because I didn't see that on my site. Would I be able to, or would I have to like add that myself, or is it better to kind of like do like ClickFunnels or something and use that as an opt-in form to?
You already have an opt-in form on your website. You have a Gravity form built in.
Okay.
So if you log into your website, or if you just pull it up on your phone, you're gonna have a form. It's gonna ask you the first question: how much money did you make? Once they start clicking, it's gonna scroll. It's gonna slide through, and the last slide is asking for their information.
Okay. So how would I be able to put that to my autoresponder? Is that one of the training videos? Is that at that point?
I'm not sure. I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't logged into my portal in like a year and a half.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Because I just know what to do already. So you would have to integrate your autoresponder, maybe by API through your form, and it would just automatically send the data over to your CRM, whatever you have, your automatic emails. Like I use Aweber, I use ActiveCampaign. The leads just get shot over automatically, and they go into a series of autoresponders, so I don't have to manually email people.
Yep, I actually use GetResponse. So
got
There
it.
is a way I would be able to integrate that and not necessarily need ClickFunnels in general.
I personally, unless you're selling a product, ClickFunnels is good if you have like a dollar amount and they can check out. That's
Okay.
what it's good for. Like if you're selling a product or you're selling a service, right? That's where you would go for ClickFunnels, like a paying upfront service.
Okay,
Right?
that makes sense.
Like you're selling an ebook, you're selling trainings, or you're selling a golf accessory kit. That's when you would use ClickFunnels because it captures the data and it remarkets to them and it has the upsells, downsells, everything is built in. But I personally, I wouldn't be spending $300 a month on that. I can
Yeah.
personally, I can build that with my own software for $19 a month. So
There you go. But I would be able to do that through like Gravity Forms, you said?
yeah, you should
Most
be
likely.
able to do that. You should be able to API your data through Gravity Forms.
Okay, cool. Next question. In
And if
the
you need help,
in the chat. Oh,
you have my phone number. If you need any help, just shoot me a text and I'll be
Perfect.
able to help you. We can do one-on-ones, we can do trainings, whatever you need, okay?
yeah, I'd highly appreciate that. I did write your number down, by the way, so you might be getting one pretty soon.
No problem. First thing, shoot me your full name so I can save it.
Okay, fair enough. I could
get a
definitely do
bunch of
that.
texts and calls all day.
That definitely works. So in the group chat, I asked a question and he and Phil mentioned something about like an autoresponder and SMS software that like his team is working on. So I was just curious if you had any idea when that would be like launched or any idea on.
Yeah, so
Info about that.
right now, the autoresponder is up and running. There's just one final part that he's working on, which is his affiliate side. Again, I'm not particular on all of the little details on the inside. I'm here to give you guys support, give you guys backup on a live basis. So I would recommend, again, just going to the Facebook group and writing your question, tag Phil so he can answer it for you and answer it for everyone else in the group as well, okay?
Okay, that works.
Questions?
Say again.
Any other questions?
Yes, I just a few more. Sorry.
Shoot.
All
That's what I'm here for.
So, is there a certain way to have like the leads automatically sent to like Nav, or would I have to just be able to like promote it through like my autoresponder?
So you can automate your thank you pages. That's what
Okay.
I do. I automate the exit traffic, especially for Nav. That's a really good offer. If you have it, I would definitely promote it. I also back it up into my autoresponders. That gives it a boost. I like to automate everything. I'm a nerd, right? I like to get on the computer. I like to get behind the scenes. I like to work with the APIs, the code. I like to build the websites. I like to integrate everything. I want to do as little work as possible for the biggest return, right? So what I do is I literally automate everything. I automate my text messages. I automate my emails so I can have more time serving you guys and helping you achieve your business, right? I can even help you duplicate whatever processes I have on my end, right? But again, everything works with volume and traffic, right? So I can build out your whole automated infrastructure. It's not going to work until you start paying for ads, if that makes sense. You need traffic to go through it. You need leads
Absolutely.
to go through your funnel in order to see that revenue start getting generated.
Absolutely. And what SMS responder do you use?
I use Twilio and it's connected to the
Twilio.
back end of my Gravity Forms.
Yep. Okay. And you could integrate Twilio into Gravity Forms, you just said?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll have to figure out how to do that then. Because I use Twilio as well, or have in the past. So I am familiar with it.
Just shoot me a text and we can schedule some one-on-ones and I'll help you build whatever you need, okay?
Perfect. Let's see. Was there any type of like follow-up emails for the broker program by any chance, like that was provided? I remember seeing something about it, but I'm not too.
So if you've ever seen Phil's videos, have you ever seen the octopus? I call it the octopus.
I don't think so.
He has it's like a circle and he has all of the different branches of places he sells his leads to.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So if you've seen that, that's basically what you want to build out through your automations,
Okay,
right? You have a portion of them that's provided to you by just being in the program, right? Like the mortgage team, I believe it's SBA, I believe it's the business loan team. There's a couple more in there, like Kevin Harrington's network marketing program, stuff like that. And then on the other side, you have like personal loans, debt consolidation, credit repair, other affiliate offers. That would be something you would build into your integrations and automate on your own. And again, we're here to help you out with that. Okay, so whatever you need, just shoot me a text. I can do it for you. It takes me like less than 24 hours, or we can do it together. It'll be a couple of Zoom calls and I'll train you on how to do it so you can do it yourself in the future.
yeah, that definitely works. I was watching the last coaching call, and you mentioned something as far as for Ringba, and I was just curious if that was just for like the lead gen program, or if that has anything to do with the loan broker program.
So Ringba is specifically when you do lead generation for pay-per-call, right? Like when I made in October through November, I made 6 figures in 6 weeks, right? And that was with one campaign. I was running Medicare call ads, and I had to use Ringba to do that because Ringba is a call tracking software. So that's how I would track my revenue, my qualified leads, my converted leads, so I could bill my client.
Did you learn that from Carlos Corona? Because I've like seen his webinar on that.
Yeah, so I learned how to generate the leads. I knew how to generate leads already, but I got access to the offer through Carlos. And he lives down the street from me, so I can just pull up in his office and tell him, hey, what's the secret sauce this week? Put me on. And he puts me on. So
That's perfect, man. It's all about connections.
yeah, of course. But that's the whole purpose behind this lead generation call, right? The umbrella of lead generation is so many different things, right? Lead generation can be referral based, right? Lead generation can be form based. Lead generation can be call based. Lead generation can be in person, right? Helping you meet a client that you're looking to do, right? Lead generation can be anything. Every single business and business owner needs leads. It just depends on how creative you can get to deliver what they're looking for. All right, and that's my objective. That's my goal, to teach you guys, right? I want to get you guys to learn the lead generation business in a way for mortgage and business loans that when you go to an event like I did in Vegas and you find a credit repair lead buyer, right? You know how to take advantage of that right away. You know what it means. Like when they tell you, hey, I need 300 leads a day for credit repair. Instead of sitting on your hands like, hey, what the hell do I do? You know what plan of action to take to get them the data to get your business that money. Does that make sense? Like when someone tells me, hey, I need 300 leads a day, I know exactly what to do. What's your vertical? I build a website for them. I build them autoresponders. I build the ads and I push the traffic over to them and I get paid, right? And again, that takes me 1 hour and 47 minutes. It took me 2 years to learn it, but now I can literally, essentially, theoretically, if I wanted to, I could build one business every day if I wanted to. It takes just 2 hours. I watch 2 hours of Netflix a day sometimes.
Very good. Just 2 more questions and then I'll be done.
Oh, shoot.
All right. So I did purchase the age leads right at the beginning when I first got into the program. And I was just curious, what's the best thing to do with them as far as should I just put them into like my autoresponder and just kind of promote
Absolutely
them to my website essentially?
Absolutely do not import age data into your autoresponder.
Okay, good to know.
Absolutely.
So how do I advertise to them, or how does that work?
If it's like your personal data, like let's say you have a credit repair business and you have aged leads, or let's say you have an old business, tax business, business loan business, and you have your own data, right? That you generated, that you have the TCPA agreement for, that you have the opt-in data for, you can import those leads. But if you're buying leads from Phil, if you're buying leads from me, if you're buying leads online, do not import that into any kind of CRM. What you want to do is use a program like GMass, or you manually email them, right? Like when I first started, what I would do, I think I bought a list of like 500 leads from Phil. I had a list of 10,000 age UCC contacts. What I would do is I would email everyone first, 1 to 3 times, right? If they respond on the first time, I would send them to my website. Hey, go to my website, fill out the form, and my funding team will serve you ASAP. Once they do that, they go into the funnel and they get taken care of, right? Or you shoot them a text, manually text them or manually email them and ask them, you know, like, well, you're doing loans. So first thing I would ask them was like, hey, I got your information. You were looking for a business loan. How much do you need? Question mark, send. Right? Get some responses through that. And you know, if you want to work it yourself, you work it yourself. If you want the team to work it for you, push it over to your website and everything will get automated on the back end.
Perfect. One last one. That's it.
True,
Yeah.
that's what I'm here for. You can't ask. This is what the point of the call is about. I don't want to get on here and talk the whole time. I want you guys to ask questions so I can answer your questions most effectively. Okay. My goal is to help you make money doing this. It's not going to happen if you don't ask questions.
That's exactly it. Okay, so the business credit services that was at the end of the training, it mentioned something like you could do it yourself, and then it mentioned something like that you guys would create a link or like a funnel to promote where you guys would be able to kind of do all that. And I know that's away from the initial website. So
specifically for the business credit builder, what happens is if your lead does, like, let's say they qualify for a business loan, they have an offer. If they take or do not take the offer, we offer them business credit builder. Right? So what happens there is you can either sell that yourself and make the full commission. You put whatever price you want on top of that, or you can have the sales team work it for you, hands off, and then you get paid when those deals close. As far as the inner workings, how to get paid, where to get your links, tag Phil and write him a message and he'll be able to help you with that, okay?
okay. But there's no like specific link or anything that I would be able to send them to in order for you guys to
No,
work it.
I do believe there is a link. I do
Okay.
believe there is a link.
So I'll just ask that in the Facebook.
Yeah, ask Phil if there's a specific link for you for the business credit builder. And you'll be able to get that on your own. Like, I know some people, what they do is they'll have a client on the line, they'll tell them their own price, and then they'll go and purchase it as like a referral so they can make the full commission.
Perfect.
Right? You can onboard that client yourself and you can get them access through Phil for whatever that program is. Okay?
Okay. Perfect. That's all I got for you today.
All right. Blessing. I'm happy you're on the call today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Conrad.
All right. We got the next question for Diana. You asked me for the website. Just shoot me a text. My number is 305. Here, let me put it in the. I'll write it down for you guys. This is my cell. Just take a screenshot and text me your full name so I can save it in my phone because if I don't save the contact, I'm not going to answer your calls or texts. So just make sure that you send me your full name first and whatever you need help with, so I can save your data in my phone, and then we can start a conversation, okay? So my phone number is in the chat, 305-609-4929. My name is Conrad. All right, we have a couple more questions. Curtis Branson, I need info to sign up, please. Curtis, if you need info to sign up, email Phil at makecashtomorrow@gmail.com and tell him you're from Conrad's training call so he can spice the deal up for you. All right. Next question was from Mason Harris. So Mason, you can talk now. I unmuted your mic. All you have to do
Sorry
is,
about that, Conrad. How you doing?
hey, what's up, Mason? How's it going?
Everything's great. Thanks for having me on. Yeah, so I know that everything's constantly changing with the best way to get leads and the best platforms. I know a lot of the modules cover Facebook advertisement. Is that still the best way to get leads, or is there something else that's good right now?
Right, so there's two approaches you can do to get leads, right? You have the in-person, where you're knocking on doors, you're going to the bank, and you're talking to a small business advisor, and you're asking them for turn downs. You build that in-person relationship. You can go to Chamber of Commerce meetings every month, and you can just make an announcement, hey guys, I sell money. If you need any of it, let me know, right? That's the more effort inclusive way of doing it. The faster way is obviously just to pay for the traffic on LinkedIn, Facebook, Google. That's going to be the easiest way to get data. In volume. The highest quality data will obviously be in-person relationships, but for volume, you go on Google, you go on Facebook, and you just pay for it.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So part-time, I'm actually an Uber driver, and I was in Miami last night, and I've met quite a few business owners, and I found out that the quality of leads does increase with me meeting people in person. So I guess I can apply that
Of course.
mouth, right?
So wait, you live in Miami, Mason?
I'm up in Palm Beach County, but I go down to Miami quite a bit, a few times a week.
Nice.
Yeah.
Take my number down and shoot me a text whenever you're down here. I live in North Miami Beach, so maybe we can
Okay.
make time and get some brain stuff going.
Sounds good. Yeah, I've had your number saved for a while. I'll text you right now.
No problem. Just shoot me a text and I can save it. If you guys are gonna text me your first and last name so that I can save it in my phone. Okay.
All right, that's pretty much all I got for you today, Conrad. Thank you so much.
Sounds good, my man. Be safe.
Too.
Spencer, do we have a platform ready to send unlimited cold emails? I heard that would be ready sometime this week. Spencer, we're still working on that. Right now, I'm still using GMass. And again, I have a list inside of Aweber, so I use my Aweber list. But Phil did find an automated email program that you can send. I think it's 12 emails a month to an unlimited amount of leads. I think it's like, not unlimited, like 500,000 email addresses or something. The kicker is you can only send 12 emails a month to whatever amount of leads you have. If you have 100 leads, you can only send 12 emails a month. If you have 100,000 leads, you can only send 12 emails per month. Okay, so he's working on that. He's gonna release that as soon as it's ready, okay? Diana's cool, awesome. We have Diana Daniels. You asked, what are these? I don't know what question that is. Can you be more specific? And then Mason, what best platforms to get leads in 2022? Google and Facebook. Tanya Matthews, will this be on replay? She's working. Yes, it should be in your portal. And I'm gonna be putting it most likely on my Facebook and my YouTube channel. So keep an eye out for that, okay? Let me get you a link to my YouTube page so you guys can like and subscribe. Let me get you a link to that right now. All right, if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see a lot of the recordings I've done in the past. They are kind of long because they're support calls, but if you scroll through, you'll find some really valuable stuff in there, like building ads, building emails, tutorials and stuff. So you can just go there. I put it in the chat for you guys. Just go in there and shoot me a subscribe and follow me. I would really appreciate that. That would be awesome. Awesome. Okay, guys. So if you have any more questions for me, I do have a hard 3 o'clock. So we've got a couple more minutes so I can answer questions. But if you guys have any final questions right now, just raise your hand and let me know. Karina Khan. Oh, Karina, you can just unmute your mic and talk.
Okay, hey Conrad, what CRM do you use?
I use ActiveCampaign and I use Aweber. They're not full CRMs. They're really built. ActiveCampaign is like a CRM, but you can't really take notes and stuff, right? If you're looking for a good CRM, shoot me a text. I can link you with my guy from Keep. And that's more like a traditional CRM where you can have your employees, you can have your staff, your associates built into the CRM. They each get a phone number. They can call and text from the platform. They can email from the platform. So if you need like a more traditional CRM, like literally like client management, where you can write notes, you can track and record everything, I would recommend getting a robust CRM like Keep, and just let me know and I can link you with my guy and he'll take care of you.
Okay, and why? Okay, you said you use ActiveCampaign and Aweber.
I use ActiveCampaign and Aweber, but me, I don't manage my clients, right? I only manage the emails because I don't talk to any leads that come through. I let everyone else handle that. I let the teams handle that. They're better at that than I am. My specialty is generating the lead.
Good. So why don't you use Converge Hub?
I've never even heard of Converge Hub.
Well, the program I'm in, that's what Phil gave us, Converge Hub.
Yeah, so good. When Phil, don't forget, Phil builds something, but he's got 3,500 students behind him. So when he builds something, he has to build it so it can work for everyone that's jumping into the website, that's jumping into the program. I like to just have my own systems in place to manage that. Generally for like tracking conversions, I have like a one-on-one relationship with whoever is buying my data. And we'll do like data audits to see what's going on. How many times did you call my lead? How many times did you email my lead, right? What kind of results did you get? And I manage it more on a personal basis. Sometimes when you work with an affiliate, they're gonna have a back end where you can already track whatever your leads are doing. So I have those different stuff in place. Each person is different depending on what platform they use. So I can't tell you why I use one or why I don't use the other. I use what my lead buyer is using.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm gonna wait till next week to give you a call, like next weekend.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Shoot me a text whenever you need help with anything. I'm here to back you up, okay?
Right, because I really got to blow this up. I got to blow it up, so I need all the help.
No problem. I'm here to back you up. All right, we have one more question from Mason. Would you be open to making a training video on setting up ActiveCampaign? We don't have one from Phil. Listen, man, Mason, I'm not gonna lie to you. Setting up ActiveCampaign was the pain of the damn ass, bro. If I have to do that again, I'm probably gonna have to charge you, and then I'll record your session and we'll do it together. But as far as setting that up, I recommend, if you don't want to pay someone to do it, just go on YouTube and look up how to set up ActiveCampaign. That's what I did, and that's how I ended up building everything. I'm always in the chat support with ActiveCampaign. You know, I'm always there asking them for help. I'm always watching YouTube videos. That's how I educate myself, right? I'm not going to sit around and wait for someone to answer my questions. I go in there, I Google, literally, how do I set up ActiveCampaign? How do I build automations in ActiveCampaign? You're going to find videos, you're going to find tutorials, you're going to find articles. it might take a little more time than just doing it with me or doing it whatever. But in the long run, the education is worth it. Okay. Karina, for your particular question, you just have to message me. We'll talk about that through text. Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys. I see the questions are kind of drying up. Remember that roadmap you were going to send out. You already have it, Spencer. You're the only one that has it. That's secret. Keep that to yourself, okay? That's because you're the homie. You're the only one that has that. All right, guys. Is anyone here have on their computer that wants to screen share and ask me particular questions about their business? I can look at your ads. I can look at your emails. I can do all that and help you out. All right, Lynn, awesome. I'm proud of you, Lynn. Thanks for stepping up to the chopping block. I'm gonna make you a panelist so you can share your screen. All right, guys. Lynn is the brave one. All right, no problem, Spencer.
All right.
I'm happy. I'm happy you're on the call, and I'm proud that you got the guts to jump in and ask questions like these other guys. So today we're gonna make you a guinea pig. I do have don't forget I have a hard 3 o'clock. So we only have 10 minutes left, but I can help you as much as I can in those 10 minutes, okay?
It's gonna be really quick. How do I screen share? That's the first thing.
Are you on a computer?
Yes, I am.
So it should be at the bottom of your screen. I made you a panelist. So you're gonna have a green button that says share screen.
Okay. First time doing this, so I don't know. I didn't see any green button. I only see here the leave button and the chat button. Hey.
So it should be like where you have like the chat, you have participants chat, share screen, polls, raise hand. It should be a button there that says share screen.
Weird enough, I don't have that. Could it be I'm an old version of Zoom or?
You might be an old version of Zoom. What do you need help with?
Yeah.
Maybe I can share my screen and help you out.
Oh, it's pretty much about my my ads. I just wanna let you see if I'm doing the right thing and how can I improve it, and also if I have like the right costs with my ad spending and something like that. I guess
So what are you spending right now on your ads, and what's your lead cost?
that I don't know because I've set up like different ads and I have like cost per landing pages and I have some costs per leads. So they are different, right?
Cost per lead is your important metric.
Okay. Yeah. But for some reason the cost per lead is not showing, like there it's like literally blank.
That means,
Maybe I've set it up wrong.
have you already generated leads? Are you seeing leads come into your website?
Yes, for some reason.
Okay, so if you're not seeing the cost per lead show up, that means you haven't installed your conversion tracker.
Oh, I
Okay,
guess I
so
gotta
there-
do that on a different time because we are running out of time.
Yeah, you can just shoot me a text and we can schedule a call together. And we'll
Sure,
get that
sure.
done. You do like a one-on-one support. All right.
All right.
All right, guys. So I just to let you guys know, I'm here every week, Tuesdays, usually Tuesdays at 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. I'm here to help you with whatever questions you have. I'm here to teach you about mortgages, teach you about business loans, teach you about lead gen. I'm here to teach you about crypto. I'm doing all of it. So just let me know. If you do need any support, I can help you build your Google ads, help you build your Facebook ads, help you build your emails. I also do one-on-one support, like quick things like what Lynn needs help with and stuff. So just shoot me a text and I can get you helped out with that, okay? Again, guys, I'm gonna put my information in the chat for you. That's my email. My phone number is 305-609-4929. That's in the chat. you can just shoot me a text or shoot me an email. Please put your first name and your last name in there so I can save the contact, so I don't ignore your text or ignore your phone calls. Because if it's not saved, I'm not answering it. And this is for my YouTube channel. So shoot me a like, shoot me a subscribe, guys. I really appreciate that. If you enjoyed the call today, go on the Facebook group and leave a testimonial. Hey, Conrad did great. If I didn't do great, let me know, shoot me a text how I can do better for you guys next time. I really want to help you guys succeed in this, okay? So give me a shout out in the group if you like what I'm doing every week, if you find it helpful. Yes, Mason Harris, to answer your question, would you ever screen record these sessions and upload them on YouTube? I do. I have like a backlog of like 20 videos that I have to edit and upload. So there's gonna be a lot more content coming soon. So just hang tight and you'll see that on the calls on my YouTube channel, okay? Awesome. So you guys have any final contacts? You guys have any final questions, any final concerns, anything else? We got a couple minutes left. All right, guys, I will see you guys next week. Don't forget to watch as many videos from your portal as you can. Try your best, even if you fail. Guys, I failed so many times. I did so many things wrong when I first started. Don't be afraid to fail. I want you to come on this call and be stuck on something so I can help you do it, because I can promise you, if you're stuck on it, I was probably stuck on it, and someone else that just started is probably stuck on it too. That's the whole purpose of this support call, is so I can help you guys get out of the mud and get into the green. All right, so that's my main objective for you guys on my particular calls. There's also another call, maybe Thursday or Friday, with Phil, where you can ask him more questions, right? We're here to back you up every single week. If you have any technical support questions, you can drop it in the Facebook group. If you have anything you need help with, email me, text me, and I'll be able to do that for you guys, okay? All right, guys. Thank you guys for all the questions today. I really appreciate it. Awesome. Frank Aragon. There we go. We got the questions coming in. What's a good subject for the crypto GMAS blast? Do you still use the same subject line? Yes, I do. I compared it. The best subject line that I've found is any number over 10K,
Thank you for the link.
10K payouts this week. I made 15K this week. 15K in residual income. Whatever it is, that's what I do, and I put it on the chat, or I put it in the email as my subject line. And overall, I'm getting about a 10 to 12% open rate for that particular subject line. So that looks like the winner for me. Okay. All right, guys. Best thing I can tell you, Frank, is find a list. Find a list, right? Don't send, when you're using GMAS, you want to warm up your email first. They have a warm up service in GMAS. Do that. Send maybe 50 emails a day, 30 emails a day, 25 emails a day for the beginning. And then once you get your account nice and warmed up, nice and hot, then you can send more emails on a daily basis. Okay? To send like, that's perfect. 25 a day is perfect. So once that breaks in, right, GMAS is made to be used like your actual email service. It's like if I email you, Frank, right, it's always going to get delivered and it's always going to get opened.
That definitely doesn't sound like a good thing.
Wait, who's talking? Is that Justin?
I think it was Justin.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was responding to a text.
Oh, okay, no problem, no problem, no problem.
I thought I was done. Sorry.
Oh, no problem, no problem. Just mute your mic. And then, so yeah, for GMAS, there's another software coming out that Phil is working on right now. That's going to allow you to send a huge amount of emails per month, but it's limited to 12 emails per month. So you can only, I send it 3 emails a week, which is more than enough. Right, so you can do that. Once that's ready, he's gonna make that available to you guys, okay? If you guys are interested in anything, lead gen, mortgages, business loans, just shoot me an email. I can put you in contact with Phil, get that set up for you guys. Okay, if you need any help building your ads, Google, Facebook, email, whatever you need help with, integrating your Facebook pixels, integrating your Google conversion tracking, I'm here to help you guys with whatever. Okay, so shoot me a text and we'll set that up. All right, guys. So just gonna cut it off for here today. I'll see you guys next week. Hope you guys have an awesome week, okay? Thanks, guys. All right.